Hello. I got Farm Sim running. Also, I forgot to open Stream Warrior. So you get to see me set this up. La 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 la. That's the wrong button. 5275. No, 5275, please. Okay, go live. There we go. That happens sometimes. What case do I have? I've got a thermal take something or other. No face cam today, just music and the game, because trust me, you don't want to see what I look like today. Also, if you can hear a slight kind of echo going on through the mic, that's because I'm using my speakers. That music sounds awful quiet. Is that better for the music, or is that now too loud? I don't know. So, what we got to do today is... I don't know. I actually don't know what we gotta do today. I think we gotta sort out the industrial estate a bit. Will I live stream Friday? I will be live streaming on Friday, Lunatic. The little break that I had was just last weekend. I'm back to the full schedule now. And yeah, the little break is over now. So let's get the HUD up. Still recovering from the mall. I'm not. I'm good to go. So we gotta sort out this industrial estate because what's happened here is we got just an overload of wood chips everywhere. Just insane amounts of wood chips. Hello, Tommy. Friday's your birthday. Awesome, Lunatic. Where's the face cam? It's not on today. You don't want to see what I look like today, trust me. I am sweating like a pig. I've got a fan on, and it's only going to get worse as the stream goes on because I know my PC's going to start heating up again. I've not been having fun the last few days recording and getting everything done. Why is that now? There we go. 600 series from the Massey Pack had some of Matt's parts in it. It wasn't some, Stephen. It was literally just Matt's 698. And I've known about that for a week or so. I've known about that for a long time. I was intentionally keeping quiet about it because I didn't want to start trouble. I also have a sneaking suspicion I know who Ronald McDonald, who put that video out, was, or is. i7 gives off a lot of heat. Yeah, so does a 980, and especially when you're pushing into quite a limit. Why don't I just have the rules in chat? Because there's too many rules, they wouldn't fit in one message. Peter. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing today with your bad spelling? Let's move the fast track here. Because that's just... No, that's not the fast track, this is the fast track. I'm gonna move my... What PC do I use? I have a custom built PC. I built it myself. So it's a RainbowDave branded PC. I can't go in cab at all today because I'm not wearing my headphones. I'm trying to keep as cool as possible, and that means I'm making some serious cuts to what I'm using. In terms of... I don't have my headphones on at all. Hello, Tom. You doing good, Matthew? Awesome. Good to hear. William, you know that Old McDonald's part of the playlist, and it doesn't just play on demand. I've got stuck! This is crazy loud. There we go, that should be better. Hello, and I! It's raining in Scotland again. There was rain here last night, but... I checked my weather app on my phone, it was saying it was like 27, 28 degrees. I'm just gonna knock it down another few bits. That's just going to be the sound of the volume of the music, because I genuinely don't know how loud it is. How am I keeping today? Cool. As well as I can, because it hit 27 degrees here earlier on, and I've legitimately, in all of my years, never seen it hit 27 degrees where I live. The highest was actually earlier this week when it was 26. So it is just stupid hot at the moment. You can't hear it at all now. Well, the people who are complaining about the music can stop complaining then if it's not audible. Let's just put the bucket on the trailer on the telehandler. Hello, asthmatic hedgehog. I see you there. It's been 31 all day for you, Joe. That is not fun. Why no face cam? Are you late? I've only been going for about 5 minutes, and there's no face cam because it is insanely hot here, and you don't want to see what I look like right now. Ain't nobody want to see a fat, sweaty, topless guy. Trust me. 26 Celsius is hot, yes, when it's usually the top temperature is 20, maybe 22 on a particularly warm day. It's just insanely warm of late. Dave has poofy. Yes, my hair is insane as well. Hello, Tom Games Time. I'm Senan Keen. Run Migloo. I'm doing my best to keep up with chat and all this kind of stuff. Which, because I'm not using heat as a part of life. Yeah. Well, not in Ireland. Cold is a part of life in Ireland. So is rain. So, I mean, I can't really complain about it not raining. In fact, after the stream, I might go out and mow the lawns. And have a nice cold shower. Because those lawns are going to be fun to mow in 27 odd degree heat and near 100% humidity. Right, that's sorted. Now we need to sort out the actual production areas. That's full. So let's just get this off there, and I know I'm not using... I know that in the videos I always use the telehandler for this. In the streams, if you've never seen a stream of this before, yes, I do cheat. I do cheat in the streams just because it's easier. There we go, that's in. I have no face this evening. Yes, Gamer Dragon, I am far too warm to be having a face cam. Today was your sports day. Oh my god, no. Yeah, in Ireland we just complain about the weather. It's just an Irish thing. No matter how hot or cold or warm or cool it is, it's just, no, the weather isn't perfect. Although it hit like 18 degrees the other day at 10 o'clock at night, and that was beautiful. "26 is every day in Australia." Yeah, but usually in Ireland it's really cold. Tom Games Time, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. 70%. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. In warm countries, I don't know how you do it. I guess you're just used to it more than I am, because usually here it's at most kind of a really nice warm day is 19 degrees Celsius. So it's just stupid hot by Irish standards. I think all the beehives are full. Hooray! Just leave that upside down there. That's that sorted. That's that sorted. That's that sorted. That's the other thing sorted. Okay, we can do some work now.
Hello, Dave.
And Aberforth even. Sorry. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Think about Arizona. Yeah, 50 degrees Celsius. That's stupid hot. 120 is just a smidge under 50. Right. Next job on the agenda is actually going to be selling some stuff. So we're going to need well, we need to bring the Fent back to the yard anyway, so let's just... Yeah, the Fent definitely needs to go back to the yard for some maintenance. So let's just get that reversed out of here. I'm using keyboard today because of laziness. I do have my wheels set up if I want to use it later on. Aberporth is where you live. Very cool. What's the weather been like there recently? Warm? How are we now, Chris? How's the karaoke holiday going? You enjoying all the karaoke? You just watched the videos and the stream started. Well, that's perfect timing, Joe. That is absolutely perfect timing. And for those of you that don't know, I do make videos as well. How's my map going? The roads are done, Elvinas. The roads are done. I've not touched it for a little while because I was super busy making mod spotlights for the contest. And this week my jobs include fixing Thornton and fixing Orchard Farm because I need to change the way the snow masks work in those two maps. And Stoti, aka Matt, will be helping me with that when the time comes, because I'm currently using a pre-release version of Seasons still. The V1 of Seasons does not support the snow mask that I have in Thornton and the one that's in Orchard Farm. So I need to fix that up and get it up to the current standard, and I'm going to be very confused and need a lot of help probably. Dave is a modder? I am a modder. I'm working on my own map. I'm tinkering with Thornton. I have tinkered with Thornton. You're not late, Joanne Valkjohan. You are perfectly on time. The stream is not ending, therefore you're not late. So let's leave this like here-ish. And oh, hate when you just randomly spawn through a door. Don't you guys hate when you randomly spawn through doors? This is a weather channel at the moment. Yeah, it's what happens in Ireland and the UK when there's any sort of weather happening. Like when there's rain and lots of it, when there's storms, everybody talks about the rain and how it's so horrible. When there's beautiful sunny weather, simulating games. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, I'm using manual attach, which is why I'm having to get out of the tractor so much. 26 degrees Celsius is hot. It's not as hot as some places. Will the map be called Farming McFarmface? No, it will not. I already have the name. I've had the name for a lot longer than I've been making the map. Which way do we need to go? So I came in that way, so I gotta go out this way. And that map that Eddie streams on is actually Matt's map, so... Matthew McGee subscribed. Well, thank you very much, Matthew. And Scott's gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your day, Scott. Hope you don't get overly warm. I can see who did that, Dan. You seem to forget this. Will I make one called Farming Farmface? No, because I've been working on the one that I'm doing at the moment for like a year. DJ Fusion, it's all right. I forgot to do the upkeep for this thing. I'll do it at the shop. Come on. There we go. Hello, Eddie. How are you doing today, Edward Van Scappington? Your attic is 38 degrees, and my room is probably closer to 40 at the moment, even with my fan going. It's just not fun. Where's the webcam? It's off. Not on today because it's... I'll put it this way, I don't look very good today. 28 degrees in Aberporth, which is in Wales. Yikes. Hang on, Lassie, do you know Aberporth? Like the person called Aberporth? I'm guessing you do. Right, let's sell these. Because we have no need for these anymore. Or we will have no need for these anymore, I should say. Let's get this back into the shop here. Alt-R to repair. $1,300. The pound's gone right away. Should be cool with all the fans watching me. Yeah. What does Snow Mask do? It stops snow from spawning into certain areas. So that's that gone away. Next job in the agenda is actually going to be grabbing... I've left the fast track running like an idiot. I need to grab this. Because this is also going to go away. Snow Mask stops snow from falling in certain places. Farmer Will's got food. Very nice, Farmer Will.
Hello, Dave.
And Jose Renovato. That's a cool name. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Do I have the Massey Ferguson mod? I have a Massey Ferguson mod. I think you can see why I'm getting rid of this, by the way, because the collisions are a bit wonky. Eddie had food, but he ate it. I've had noodles today, and that's it so far. I'm gonna kind of wait for a little while to make more food. Would I become a real farmer after playing this? Probably not. Farming is one of the toughest jobs in the world. It's just constant work and no thanks. And yeah, maybe not. The Soviet War is going away. I'm sorry. It's too wonky. I mean, the entire right-hand side of the moor just doesn't have collisions. Is your neighbor? Oh, awesome, Aberport. Right now it's 3 degrees Celsius where you're at. Paddle, can you send... How did I do this? I'm gonna have to set it from the shop menu. I'm actually gonna have to set it like this because I can't get it to the shop anymore. Where is it? There we go, it's gone. So, let's get down to the shop the rest of the way. I was so close to it as well. There we go. And let's get some purchasing done. We need to go into forage harvesters and over here to get this. And into combine headers. And over here to get... Where is it? Is it in combine headers? No, it's in... Forage harvester headers? Forage harvester headers. To get that. And that's going to be our moor on the map now. No face cam, no face cam, Rafal. It's just too hot for it. Go slow. That's not the RainbowDave way, though. The RainbowDave way is not slow. It goes as quickly as you possibly can. Hope for the best. Does this thing have a PTO to attach at all? No. So that's this fully assembled. Get the Profi Hopper. I don't have a Profi Hopper available to me at the moment, Dan. It's gone in for repairs. Bubba's repairing it for me. So this is going to be the mower for the map. Header trailer. I don't need a header trailer for this. I can just drive carefully. So we are going to need to... how did I break that? How did I break what? I think this mower will last. Yeah. It's big. I think this is big enough for the map, to be honest. It'll take a little while to do the mowing, but it's big enough for the map. It's not overly big. It's going to end well. Yeah. Flip side is this thing has collisions that actually work, so it's going to be kind of fun to get around some places. Half of Aberporth has now subscribed to me. There's only 4 people in Aberporth? You Washington surprised when I said your last name. Narrow road plus tractor equals RainbowDave, effectively. This is just the RainbowDave way, it's fine. Now I would do some mowing, except early summer means it's a bad time to mow. It's just not a good time. So let's get this into the yard. And we're gonna go into the right-hand yard, I think. Hello, Peter Guionas. How are you doing today? You get lots of tourists because of how nice it is there. We get tons of tourists. Just Americans everywhere this time of year. It's amazing. It's also the reason I don't leave the house too much. Right, and this vent is actually... Do I need to pick up anything else here, actually? I'm just trying to think, do I want to pick up anything else? No. You're gonna stop chatting so you don't feel rejected. That's not the way. You know that's not the way it works here. You know that I'm doing my best to talk to everybody. Right. Let's get the vent back to the yard, and we are going to actually do some more work over the industrial estate. There's more needs to be done over there. As you saw when I was over there, there is a trailer load of wood that hasn't been covered in the video yet. It will be on Friday. You'll see why exactly there's a trailer of wood over there. And I think for the first time, I have managed to completely get the fence stuck. Yeah, I've jammed the fence. It's stuck. So that can be reset, and we can just hop over to the fast track and just take the straps off of this. Start moving the wood out of this, from this, into the production facilities. Hopefully there's enough wood here that it's gonna not be too much problems. Today's going well, yes. You know how it is when things go wrong and I just ignore them entirely. Whoa. Are you right in thinking there's a quite interesting map coming out in the mod over the next few days? I believe you are right in thinking that, Ni. Drive slowly on the small roads. I'm not using my steering wheel today, so I'm just going either all throttle or no throttle. There we go. Eddie, you're getting super broadband? Somehow I doubt it's going to actually be super fast. Hello, Mark. How are you doing today? Just get into the thingy over here. Come on. Get into the... No, don't go that way!
Dave.
Thomas Thompson just subscribed. Well, thank you very much, Thomas. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Feel free to say hi in chat, by the way. Sam Boyd Farming, hello. Slightly fast broadband. That sounds more correct, yes. Fast but unreliable, maybe? Your dog is on your lap. Yeah, if it's as hot where you are as it is where I am, that can't be a fun experience. How much wood do we have over here? 27,000 litres. I think it takes like 40k. You know, I'm just going to move the entire fast truck over. You're happy when I said your last name correctly. I try. There we go. Can I just like... Ha ha ha! I am a genius! I think that's all it's gonna take, is it? Yes. Okay, that's great. So, we can now turn the fast track off entirely. And... does anyone know what they're actually saying at the sawmill? I think it's just noises. What I want to do now is something that needs to be done. Just turn creative money on. I believe I said 50-ish. Let's get down over here. And over am I going here? Where am I going? That's up to this field. And if I hit R here... $50 sheep. Because now we got something to take care of. We got some sheepies. And the sheepies immediately are going to need some water. Which means if I turn off creative money again, because I was just on for the purposes of buying something that was roleplayed in already. Sorry if you got problems, you need this. It's fine, Aberforth. I don't think I complain about anything. Hello, Matt. Let's see, it should be in Misk, maybe? No, where is the thingy? Oh, it's in animals, isn't it? Yeah, we need the Aquatrans. You can see that I am buying this legit with the money that is in the map. Thought I was banned from owning sheep. No, that's Sim that's banned from owning sheep, Faye. Apparently you don't get good internet on mountains. That tends to be a thing. You tend to not get good internet on top of mountains or in like valleys. Tommy's off to get some drinks. That's always a good idea on a warm day, guys. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you got plenty to drink. Plenty of water. Plenty of cool drinks. Can people see you? Yes, we can see you, Aberforth. I wasn't answering because I don't know where Massey is. I don't think anybody does. It was timed after 5 minutes. Oh, apparently. I can't sim on sheep. You don't want to know, Hedgehog. It means you can't talk in chat for 5 minutes, I report. And as for why, I have no idea. It's usually a joke thing when somebody gets timed out in my streams, and I'm not entirely sure. There we go, let's get the Aquatrans. Hello, Simulate. We're talking about how you're banned from owning sheep. Would you like to verify that for the chat? Also, you be on TeamSpeak after I'm done. I don't know if you got the message I sent you on Discord earlier, but I think I've got a solution to the problem you're experiencing with that thingy. Intentionally vague. Where's the... Oh, I was going to say where's the water. No, it's Oxygendavid's map. I know where the water is exactly. He's repeating the same thing like 10 times over and over. Ah. I may have got rid of the water. No, the water's over in here, isn't it? Because Oxygendavid has a rather nice habit of making these blue water tanks actually be water tanks. You're in your meeting. Ah, how did that go, sir? Also, how did you screw up rendering today's video again? Because I distinctly remember you saying last night that you screwed it up and you fixed it. And you somehow screwed it up again when you were fixing it? But yes, just to go back to what I was saying, I think there is a solution to the thingy. The problem you were experiencing. Yeah, spamming means just putting the same thing over and over, just spouting nonsense for a little while. Premier did. Ah, okay. See you on Val Kyohan. Welcome back, Scott. Food's gone. Farmer will, trust me. Well, you can get more food, sir. Massey does it occasionally. Everybody does it occasionally. Sometimes it's accidental. Sometimes, like with the likes of Massey, I know it's usually an accident when they're spamming or a joke, and they kind of get to a certain extent a bit more leniency because they've been around for a while. The longer you're around, the more leniency you'll probably get from the moderators. Like, unless you do something horrifically bad, you probably won't get banned if you've been around for a while. That said, the rules do still apply to everybody. Right, that's the sheepies watered. Now I need to feed them. Your friend can't type and he's really annoyed because he loves my content. Why can't he type? Has he got some sort of physical issue with typing? Massey screwed up. Everybody screws up sometimes. That's why timeouts are there. Right. We actually need to get back into the Massey mower now. Because we need to get some... I'm going to get some grass immediately and I'm going to actually mow the sheep field. I think that's a good course of action. So we're going to actually do some farming. People, don't be alarmed. I'm actually going to get to farming now. We're going to mow the sheep field and his message is all deleted. He probably said something that was in a blacklist. Ah! Yes, I'll be on after the stream sim. So, because I know you... I'm guessing you've got work tonight. Eddie screws up when he cancels his render at 99%. I've done that before. I've done about everything you can do wrong before. So, I know the pains of YouTube. Yeah, sometimes if you're on phone it just posts stuff 2 or 3 or 4 times, so there is some leniency awarded to that. Hello, Josh Morlock. Stick to the rules best you can. That's the only way you can do it, I report. Do your best. That's all we can really ask. So let's get some mowing done here. The grass isn't fully grown, as you can probably see, but it's good enough to get the sheep some food. It's good enough to put grass into the sheep, which I'm taking from the sheep. I hate the way the farm sim works sometimes. You've got to take grass from the sheep to give the grass to the sheep. Also, I'm fully aware that this is the most inefficient time to be buying sheep in the season mod. You can just call me Dave Aberforth. Like, everybody just calls me Dave because it's my name. Well, not really, but good enough. There we go. You just submitted? Well, thank you for submitting, Ian. That's a bit creepy. Don't hit the sheep. Minus 100 points. What if I want to go for the lowest score ever at mowing? Also, I am actually avoiding the sheep. Call me Bubbles Darling, everyone does. I thought people called you Hey You in the bushes. What are you doing there? Did I hear the good news about Core Farms? No, I didn't actually, Peter. I've kind of been too busy trying to keep cool to actually follow news. It's a challenge, can you do it? Probably not, because a lot of the sheep seem to be stationary and in the way. So I'm just gonna mow this half of the sheep field and give them all the grass over there to themselves. Is that a combine head? It's a mowing head. It looks like a combine head, yes, because it's actually intended for much longer grass than this. But it is a mower head. Oxygendavid's gonna fix it and convert it over? Somehow I don't think that's true, Peter, because he's working on a new map. I technically avoided both those sheep, Dan. Oxygendavid's working on a new map already. From what I've heard. Either that or he's preparing for a new map. You're talking to sitting here. Oh! It must be true then. Mode is bum. It's fine. A bit of sheep shearing. Never hurt anybody. It's alright. I just sheared the sheep a bit. It's fine. You subscribed. That sounds a bit more realistic, Ian. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. You got out in July. You get out in July, and you're back in September. That's a very short summer break, dude. Dinner should be back soon. Fair enough, and I hope it's delicious. These sheep are just in the most inconvenient of. Don't stay there. Come on, keep moving, sheepy. Keep moving. There you go. Does it count if the sheep walks into the moor? This sheep is suicidal, good lord. Am I still making my map? Not at the moment. It is still there, it's still going to be worked on. It's just not been worked on for a couple of weeks now because of the mod contest and me pushing out YouTube videos a lot. It doesn't count if it runs into... Oh, good. Because otherwise I just end up reversing for about half this field. Let's actually go and start trying to do lines. Any people from Ohio here? I don't know actually. I don't know where people are from, and I kind of do that intentionally. I like privacy myself, and I presume everybody else does as well. Did you hear the song for the Grenfell thing? No, I didn't actually, and please don't bring that in here. I like the streams being somewhere where people can avoid reality. You know, the streams are somewhere where you can get away from everything going on in the world and just talk about farm sim and enjoy farm sim. I grazed that guy's neck, it's fine. Do I know where you're from? I do know where you're from, Eddie. Get out of the way! Go around. No, I'm not ruining my line because there was a sheep there. I'm not ruining my line just because there's a sheep there. Come on, move. Get moving, sheep. Get moving, come on. You know you wanna. As the other sheep just decides to walk straight through the moor. Fantastic. But we're good to go again. After much patience, we are good to go again. Do I know where you're from? No, but judging by the name, it's a Spanish-speaking country. Okay, that line's just not gonna happen because there's two sheep just parked up there. That sheep looks like it's about to move, so let's get on the move down here. And that sheep is conveniently just after moving out of the way. As it grazes backside, it's fine. Aberporth, are you insulting Landy? Because I mean, I look a lot like Landy. People have thought that me and Landy are brothers for some reason. Is Landy streaming after? Yes, he is going to be streaming after. He's in Canada, so his stream days are weekdays now. Hello, Josh. Although I don't know quite if he's going to stream a lot. I know he's going camping soon, so... Okay, that one doesn't count because it just walks straight into the mower. No, it just came to your mind. He eats a lot of kebabs, I know that much. But yeah, who doesn't eat cheeseburgers? Your subscriber simulates. Very nice, Ian. I think a lot of people are also subscribed to Sim. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people that are subscribed to me are also subscribed to Sim. You're from Texas. Very cool. You had a cheeseburger last night. I had to cook for myself, so I had pasta carbonara, which was delicious. Where's the face cam? It's not turned on today because it's far too hot for it. I am sweaty and it's not a good look. That sheep decided to walk at me just as I was moving past it. Wonderful. By the way, sorry if you can hear like a little bit of echo from the music and a whirring in the background. I do have my speakers on and I'm using a fan today, so I do apologize for any background noise. Steak and chips last night, very nice, man. I might have a pizza for myself tonight, or fish and chips. Are there other grass fields? There's tons on the map, Josh, because I own all of them. That's where I started off. That's how I started the map, was I am not streaming naked simulate. I'm wearing pants. I have a pair of pants on. And a fan to try and keep myself cool. Because my PC is now belching out heat again, by the way. So it's actually making it a lot hotter than it really is. So for those of you who are just kind of joining the Thornton idea that I'm working with, and the Thornton challenge, I guess. I started off on this map with just the grass fields. It's a roleplay map, and I know that I've changed the name of it recently. There's no air conditioning in the UK. Why is that? Because we don't normally need it, Josh. Normally in the UK, it's like the top temperatures are 18, 19, 20 degrees Celsius on a warm day. Maybe 22, 24 on particularly warm days. So usually it's a case of, well, it's just warm. We don't particularly need to cool down. We've got a lot of heating systems. Oh boy, do we have heating systems, because the winter gets down to -2, -3, -4, and, you know, occasionally as low as -10 or 11 Celsius. But it's just not warm. But I do Dusty Cove. I already am, Farmer Will. That's the multiplayer map. So I'll be on Dusty Cove Saturday and Sunday, and there's a sheep in my way again. Sounds like a great summer. Yeah, you can go outside and do things. It's, you know, it's cool enough that you can do things, but warm enough that you can get a suntan. Whereas in the winter, then it gets really cold and everybody turns on their heating systems. Now there's 2 sheep in my way. Now there's no sheep in my way. Now there's no sheep in my way. Fantastic. See, it doesn't count if the sheep walks into it. Hello, Kian. How are you doing today? So glad you're moving back to your parents so you'll have AC. I've got air conditioning, technically. It's called open the window and turn on a fan. That's about as good as you can get in Ireland. Normally, I mean, I stole this fan from the living room, the one that I'm using, but I mean, it works. It's cooling me down, and on particularly hot days like today, don't expect to see a face cam because, yeah, on days like today, I'm just desperately trying to keep cool, so face cam go bye-bye. Dave Day. What? I'm doing good, Keen. Thank you very much for asking. Apparently I stopped leaning on the number, or the W key. Dublin, different beach. Different beach is always packed in summer. See, we don't have a beach here. We've got a river. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna trust myself to swim in a river that I think is down water from a sewage plant. Bedroom with your parents has an AC built in, so nice and cool. Oh, I hate you, Josh. But I mean, Ireland doesn't usually get warm enough to need it. Hello, Capamore Matthew. How am I dealing with the weather? Fan and just window open, help, much water. Try and dry sweat as quickly as possible. I must be drowning my own sweat. I'm not sweating too much because I got a fan blowing on me to kind of dry it immediately, as quickly as it can. And it is after cooling off from what it was earlier on today. So it's not as bad as it could be. Could be a lot worse. Yes, Fahy, I know you've got beaches. Among other things that rhyme with beaches. Could be pronounced beaches. You're gonna teach me Welsh. Oh, screw that sheep. Minus 100 points. You're about 2 minutes from the beach. I'm about an hour's drive away from the nearest beach. At least. It depends on traffic, and on days like today, it would probably be closer to about 2 hours. And parking would be hell. 31 degrees in your room. It's probably like 35-ish in here right now. I don't have a thermometer in here, so I don't know for sure, but it's stupid hot. AC equals air coming. Yeah, the diffusion. Irish AC, Irish air conditioning is usually drink lots of water, have a cold shower, and open a window. And the basic Irish heating system is a cup of tea, nice cup of tea, and an extra jumper. Where would the nearest beach be, as in what county? Well, the one that I go to most to be Tramore, and that's in County Waterford. But I think the nearest is actually Youghal in County Cork. I'm living in a bit of an odd place where it's kind of tied between Cork and Waterford. Today it's 22. Last year got up to 40 Celsius and stayed like that for a good hour. Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, 40 is a bit too much. Nice and breezy. It's still really, really still here. Not fun. Not fun at all. Small bales and no cabs. Exactly how burnt were you, Josh? You love Youghal. I've not been to Youghal in many, many years. About 20 minutes to sold out. Fatty, I think you live near to another friend of mine, actually. I think you might live near a friend of mine. I'll need to have a word later on and figure out if that's the case. I'm quite a bit away from the beach. Yeah. Tipperary is just a bad county for beach people. Betting here at the minute in small squares and you're just talking by hand. Yeah, I can't imagine that's fun, Seamus. I'm gonna be honest. I might need to rent a forage wagon, I've just realised, because you be my friend. There's always potential. Fine Simulate started off as just random people in chat. You know, yeah, I've got a friend who's not too far from that kind of area. Let's see if you know him. I'm not gonna name names here, just out of kindness, because I don't want people going, finding, harassing people. That's rude and mean. I don't have a thing, do I? Right, let's get the fast track's gonna be the best bet here. And let's grab a Loading wagon. Okay. Let's get this one because it's going to be the easiest to use. Whoops. Select lease. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Tidy the yard. I will tidy the yard, Fatty. I'll do that once I got the sheep fed. That priority is feeding sheep because they can make money. Tidying the yard doesn't make money. I'm just going to reset that thing. Whee! It's so funny when you can see the vehicle spinning when you've got the menu open. There we go. Am I a modder? Yeah, I guess I am. I screw about with mods a lot, so... I'd argue that editing mods makes you a modder. I'm not the kind that'll release anything anytime soon. We had some rain today. We had some last night. And it was glorious. I think we had some thunder this morning as well. Hello, Serious Gamer. How you doing? I saw the picture you sent me on Steam last night, dude. Before you ask. Internet friend? I've got lots of internet. Fahi's still an internet friend, so is Sim. I mean, yeah, they got my personal Facebook, but I've never met them in real life. Despite Fahi saying he'd come visit me in December. I'm doing good, serious. Just dealing with excessive heat. And in fact, I'm gonna just have a bit of water. Because I haven't drank yet during this stream, and while I'm doing that, yeah, it's a shame that it's a DLC, so it's encrypted. Apparently there is a way to do it, but it's... Oh, I know that the Ultima isn't a DLC. It's possible. If you look at the SOB Ursus thing, yeah. I was gonna say SOB of the script, and that'll pretty much tell you how to do it. And people really want rain. I think a lot of the farm community wants rain because this is really genuinely bordering on drought conditions at the moment. Even though there was a bit of rain last night, it wasn't enough. We need like a solid day of rain. You always drink water when recording. Always a good idea to make sure you're well hydrated and don't get too thirsty. Because the worst thing you can do, the absolute worst and dumbest thing you can do is try and we'll say record for 3 or 4 hours without drinking a thing. Because number one, you're going to wreck your voice. And number two, you're going to get dehydrated because computers, when they're recording or streaming, they blow out a lot of heat. Mine does anyway. It's not fun. Are there a lot of Fords in Ireland? Yeah. Wherever. When did you get here? I can't remember. I remember Sim coming in because I was on very few subs at the time. It was like 700 subscribers, like 3 or 4 people in a stream usually, so I knew a lot of the people that were in there. And I don't recall you being one of the very, very few that were in streams. You're 42 Celsius idle. I think mine usually idles about 38. Although with the added temperature at the moment, it's probably idling around somewhere around 40. And of course, the way that my fan setup is, it's blowing all the air straight out of me. So I have a secondary fan to try and blow the air away from me. Welcome back, NI. Was your dinner delicious? Hope you enjoyed your food. Also, I've got a question. Why are you guys inside today? Why aren't you outside enjoying the sun? Like, I'm planning on going outside not too long after the stream. Probably when Sim heads after work and doing some mowing. When I had 1.3k. Yeah, that's after the channel kind of started taking off. Yeah, serious, I'm the exact same. And I'm planning on mowing the lawns because it's my parents are coming back tomorrow from their week away in Dubrovnik. And I think it'd be nice if the lawns were mowed for them. And if I can find the strimmer, the weed whacker that we have, I might do a bit of that as well. Hello, Modern Farmer, how are you doing today? You see the milk float? I did actually. I might get that. You going out later, Massey? Yeah, I'm going to be hopefully going out later. I don't know if it'll actually happen. I'll be honest, I don't know if I will actually go out. But it would be nice to have the lawns mowed and all nice and detailed and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if it'll happen. We'll have longer with RainbowDave. If I had a GoPro or some sort of camera, I actually would record that. Because half of it will probably end up being me trying to chase the cats off. Also, when did I say this? Was it last week or the week before? I was talking about one of the cats, our oldest cat, was very, very sick, and I was a bit upset because, you know, I was trying to avoid talking about it. I can talk about it now. One of our cats was very, very ill, and we figured, okay, the best thing to do for him is to put him down. And just to cut the long story short, we haven't seen him since we made that decision. Gary Kenny, hello. How are you doing? Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. We haven't seen that cat for like over a week, so I think it might actually have. Because, well, here's the thing: cats, when they know their time is up, they run off. They just disappear and hide somewhere. And that's what we think is happening. Daniel Bruno, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're going to Fela tomorrow. Where's Fela? Isn't that in like Clonmel or something? So John Deere, she's surprised it hasn't caught fire. That is impressive, actually. You hate cats for a good reason. What's the good reason, Massey? Is it because they keep swarming on me? Because here's the thing, I like cats and I dislike our cats because every time we go out the back I'm just met with a swarm and can't move. And they're stupid too. Love to get about 1,500 to 2,000 bales hay. That's quite a few bales. That's the forage wagon filled up, which is beautiful. I might be able to make some silage out of this as well, actually. Sure enough, and you haven't seen her for a good 2 weeks. Odds are she's either pregnant after having kittens or dead. All of that work, and I only needed a teeny tiny bit of grass to throw into them. That's beautiful. And their grass consumption, I should have realised their grass consumption is going to be stupid low at the moment because it's summer. And they don't need to eat as much in the summer because they're actually, seasons actually simulates them eating the grass that's in the yard. Doesn't take the grass away from the meadow, but it does simulate them eating it, which is nice. You think the coyotes got her? That's a possibility too. I mean, in Ireland, the odds are it was a dog or just ran off to die. Football's in Cavan. Oh, yeah, it's probably. I think the football is probably also in Cavan. So let's actually make a bit of silage here. Seeing as we've got some grass to spare, and I do plan on getting cows in the future, let's make some silage, as Quentin likes to call it, a bit of silage. Cat poo's worst poo. That's the smell, yes, for sure. There we go, that should be far enough back. We'll just empty this out. I don't give shoutouts, by the way, so don't bother asking for one. Come on, it's 6 litres. Just didn't want that. Did that go through the wall there? Oh, I got a sneaking suspicion that's gone through the wall. It did not. Fantastic. There we go. Hello, Beast Bros and Agricultural Men. How are you doing today? Keep in mind, guys, that sometimes I don't read your chat messages, but I don't read them out loud or reply to them. Sometimes I do that intentionally, because I can see what people are trying to do. There we go. Did you know that? Probably experience. I can tell you that from experience, it's lots better than dog poop. And honestly, the most annoying thing about cats is the amount of dead stuff they just randomly drop off around the place. You gotta go and have a hurdle match. Well, enjoy a couple more. Yes, my favourite tractor is a 135, and I have it on good authority that there is something that I will like a lot coming to Farm Sim in the very near future. Josh, who wishes that Farm Sim make an American farming game. American equipment and tractors, not European. Here's the thing, Josh. Farm Sim's primary market, Giant's primary market is Germany. So they've got a very German tint and everything. I know that Gold Crust Valley isn't particularly American. Which sucks for the Americans. I know the equipment is stupid for Gold Crest. And I know that it's not got an American feel at all. But it's made for Germans, and that's kind of the German vision of America. Hello, Etho. There's no one ever go outside. I'm planning on going out later on when it's a bit cooler to mow the lawns. That's kind of my hope. I just realized my mic was pointing in the wrong direction this entire time. I think I might have tweaked something there as well, so that might not be the best. But I am planning on going outside later on. And, Massey, I don't know what you're talking about. I know what's going on. I know a lot of stuff is going on. I know a lot more than I'm ever going to say in streams. I'll say that. Because I knew about the Massey Pack issues, I've known about the Massey Pack problem for over a week. Where it was literally just Matt's 698 they used for the 600 series. See you, Mark. Enjoy the outside. Hello, hello, Sundrop Junkie. Always a good plan if you can't watch Farm Sim or if you can't play Farm Sim to watch Farm Sim. Maybe messy, but you never know. Keep in mind that, do I live in Ireland or the UK? Ireland. Keep in mind that like I am always on the lookout for stuff. Am I disappointed with the Massey Pack? I was disappointed with the fact that it had so many issues. What happened to the Fiat? The 140 had tires that were made by BJR modding and therefore had stuff that they didn't make. The rules of the mod contest are actually very robust this year. They're very strong and very strictly applied. This is multiplayer. No, Tommy. This is single player. It's actually my own personal save. Or my own personal edit of the map. To suit seasons and suit the way that I want to play this map. And suit, I guess, the roleplay that I'm doing on the map and videos. The feat in the mod contest, the 140, was taken down because it had something that wasn't from the modders themselves. The rules say that you have to make all the 3D models and everything yourself, or use stock Giants ones. And the feat used BGR modding's Trelleborg tires, which didn't make any sense because Giants had Trelleborg tires in the game, but they used somebody else's Trelleborgs. It got removed for that reason. Same reason that the Massies got taken down. They used Mats 698. They did have permission to use it. They didn't just straight up steal it. Which is why they're now back up on the mod hub. And on consoles. Am I on Discord? I'm not on my Discord at the moment, Tommy, but I do have a Discord. Sundrop. Hold that thought. I know stuff. Keep in mind that I always know more than I say. I have been told some stuff by the Seasons guys. So potentially, like, the way that Farm Sim works is if Giants want a script to come to console, they can bring it to console. They just have to implement it into the game code. So if Giants like a script enough, like Seasons, like Drive Control, they could bring it to console. They'd turn it into a DLC, but they could bring it to console. Can't see how to make Xbox PS4. Giants can make things happen. Remember, the no script rule only applies to mods. It doesn't apply to game code. They should have made Seasons for the mod contest. They should win. Seasons is in the mod contest, Josh. And from what I've been hearing from the Seasons guys, people are kind of not happy that it's a script and been downvote bombing it. Which, that's a bad idea. I know why, and I'm not going to say why. But, because it's not actually... What I've been told was said in private, and it's staying private until such a time as it's made public. I don't want to be the guy that breaks these things. Like, I could be a really, really good news dude with all the stuff that I hear and know and whatnot. And before anybody asks, because I know I'm going to get asked in a few moments, what do I think will win the contest? Matt's T-Dubs. It'll be Matt XJS's T-Dubs. They're the best mod in the contest in my opinion. It's going to come down to them and the Fent 800, which to me doesn't look or sound as good, but has more bells and whistles. Matt's T-Dubs I think win out in terms of looks and sounds and immersion, and honestly when a mod's that good it doesn't need the bells and whistles. You wouldn't mind Rattlesnake Valley come to console? That won't happen, Sundrop, and the simple reason behind that is consoles can't run 4X maps. But I think I'll win the contest. T-Dubs. I think with the Massey Pack being disqualified, and I think it's been disqualified for a lot longer than just a day, I think it's going to be the T-Dubs. I think second place is going to go to the LT Master or the Fent 800. And I think Seasons will do well, but it won't win. Oxygendavid will win for Horsch. I hope so. I hope he does. Because he's a nice guy with a good sense of humor, and he's a fantastic map maker, so I wouldn't... I had a forage wagon this entire time. I wouldn't be at all upset if Oxygendavid did win. And now to appease the Fahy, We have to appease the Fahy now, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise he'll keep complaining to me. And keep whining. We have to clean the yard. We have to tidy the yard. So, if you think this is boring, blame Fahy. Do I accept Steam friend requests? Generally no. That's just a general answer is I don't. There are exceptions to that, but it's usually no. A tidy yard is a productive yard. This yard is relatively tidy, Fahy. Let's see if it can go in there. I'm gonna just take manual attach out because it's getting annoying now. You have Mustang Valley, you like that map? I don't think I played that map. Amazing stream, I am the sub. Well, thank you very much, Josh. I do my best to keep the streams like this, but usually there's a face cam and I'm making silly faces and all that kind of stuff, and maybe a bit more energetic because I'm not boiling alive. But I'm doing my best to keep the streams to a stable level of quality. I'm kind of surprised that nothing's gone wrong today, to be honest. Usually something breaks. Now see, you know the reason why. It's just, as much as I'd love to have all you guys on Steam, it would result in me getting inundated with messages constantly. And as things are, I like the way that my Steam is with people that I know I can trust, and people who maybe don't have their Steams as public as others. Any modding ain't coming back, you think? Really? Peter, because they entered the mod contest. Join the Discord. Please do join the Discord, by the way, guys. I do my best to chat with you guys on there. Unless I'm AFK or recording or whatever. Can I trust Fahy? Yes. And I do. He knows a lot more than most people do about the channel and about stuff. I mean, if I didn't trust him, he wouldn't be in videos. If he, wouldn't have him as a moderator or staff on the Discord. And like the staff on the Discord are people I'd consider friends, so that's basically the reason behind that role even existing, by the way. Is just like, these are people I like. You don't have Discord. Yes, you do, Asthmatic. You were on there this morning saying you were a salmon. And as I always just pointed out, I do have much more than just Discord. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and a Steam group. Is Giants bringing out a Classics pack, and how good will it be? Here's the thing. For those of you that know about this, Giants have a topic on their forum which details the mods that are in testing at a given time. There was a Classics pack in there. I think it was the original Classics pack just being converted again for the 17th time. That got removed, that got taken down. That either is now out, which I didn't check ModHub today, so if somebody wants to verify that it's out, let me know. Or it didn't pass testing. And I think the more realistic option is it didn't pass testing. It's not out, so the guess then is it didn't pass testing, which is interesting. Let's put this over in here. This is a fertilizer barrel, by the way. That contains liquid fertilizer. And if I really, really need to, I can use that to bring fertilizer to the fields. What I actually use it for is to fill up the tank in the yard. Because the fertilizer tank in the yard here is actually a placeable and is refillable. It has a limited capacity. Converted the Classics way too many times. I'm with you there, Josh. And Sundrop Junkie, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hoping to stay.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
And there's your little notification with Jack Nicholson for some reason. I need to change the GIF I use. There we go. Hello, Mark Bryans. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Chemical Crops getting excited. I haven't checked out the. There was an update released to Cattle Crops, I think yesterday, which I haven't checked out yet because when I found out that it was released, I was actually working on thumbnails for the rest of this week, and I didn't want to get distracted, so I haven't looked at it yet. I've spoken to Sim and Monjack, and they both have it and said it was like bleh. You're now getting chocolate on the keyboard. It's so hot recently that I can't have chocolate. If I try and have a chocolate bar, it melts. Like, I had some chocolates last night, and it was just like, yeah, the chocolate was melting just in the packaging. You can now reset to the edge of the field. Ah, interesting. Loving my brutally honest mod contest video. That's the thing, Mark. And some people got really upset and salty, as you could probably see in the comments. When I do mod reviews or mod spotlights, I'm going to be honest about them because... And I will be doing more in the future, by the way. With the future spotlights, it's going to be mods that I think look promising and I want to have a first look at and kind of give my opinions. I'm going to be brutally honest if they're terrible. You know, I'm going to be a bit lighter on them now that there's not the contest. But if it's anything like... what was atrocious from the contest? The Rollin. That would have been ripped to shreds either way. The same with the vitamin, the front loader, wheel loader thing that conflicts with the game itself. That, you know, stuff like that gets ripped to shreds because it shouldn't work like that. It shouldn't be fully released with an error that big. That's, you know, a fatal flaw that the AgriCab pack as well. As it turns out, I was using the seed tender thing wrong, the thing that I was complaining about at the very start of the video, because they have their own version of seed pallets, which they shouldn't have had. What map is this? This is Thornton Farm. This is... I should say, this is my edit of Thornton Farm. It's not publicly available at all. I'm the only person in the world with this particular version. I've done some tinkering and some tweaking and some changes, and the wheel loader one, when I discovered that it conflicted directly with the F1 menu, I mean, after all the bad mods, because that was the last mod that I looked at, after all the bad mods and all the issues and all the really dumb problems, that was the one that got me to snap. Hello, Loke, by the way. How's my day? Very, very warm. No face cam for a reason today. Because, yeah, I'm fat and sweaty and my hair's everywhere. Sim is on a private version. He works with Shy Wizard to get his version done. I work with Matt Y. Just for the snow mask specifically. Corn planter in the contest is way too detailed for use too realistic. I have heard that thing has 2.5 million polygons. The corn planter from the mod contest, which is just stupid. I had a thick beard before. I am so glad that I trimmed my beard out last week. Because, yeah, I'll be trimming it this week if I didn't. Alright, Faye, are you getting happier now that this yard is getting tidied? It's a lot of polygons. That's, could be a lot of thunder. There was thunder this morning. There was just, I think what's called dry thunder, where it just, because it's so heavy, the electric charge will build up and it's just thunder out of nowhere. I'm getting there. I'm doing my best. That trailer can actually stay there, as silly as that sounds, because it's only really required over here. What on earth is that? That is a 3-point shield from the... Okay, so I'm actually going to sell a couple of things here real quick. Number one, I'm going to sell the dozer blade. Number two, I'm going to sell the SuperNet 2200A because I have something that I can use to replace those two items. That apparently needs a small bit of work, but I can work on over the coming days. I've got all the videos for this week recorded already. Record Dry Thunder is called Heat and Lightning. Yes, that's exactly what I think it was, because it was just kind of, I was sat in here, I was sat in bed, and it was just like badoom out of nowhere, 2 or 3 times, and I think it was just the electric charge dissipating from the clouds, because it's how dry and so hot that the electric charge has nowhere to go. Usually it kind of moves across the clouds silently and invisibly through the water, but because there's no humidity, it was just like boom, you gotta go somewhere. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, I haven't said this yet, wow. If you're enjoying the stream, please do consider hitting the like button. Please also consider hitting subscribe. There's a lot of you guys here that are new, which is always nice. I'm going to leave that there because that actually needs to stay there. Curavets needs to be moved. Curavets needs to be worked on. Because that was a engine failure. So if you've never used Seasons before, it's a lot more than just weather. Seasons a lot more depth in the game than just weather. It started off as just being a weather mod, and I actually started following it when it was just going to be, hey, what if it snowed in the winter? You know, and over time it kind of ballooned, and I'd argue it got a bit out of control, almost, where instead of just being weather, it actually affects vehicles and affects crops. It adds a whole lot, and I've been using it since pretty much day one. So I'm actually still using an old version of Seasons. I'm using a pre-release version because my version of Thornton doesn't support the new version of Seasons at present, because they got rid of legacy support for the older style of Snowmask. Or the old definitions, I guess, of Snowmask. So I've got to do an update to the map at some point this week, hopefully helped by Matt if he's here. Matt, help! I sent you a message on Discord because I got confused. Load first, there we go, let's lower, that'll do. We'll need the baler before we need that, but I can move that when the time comes. Cold red warning, most of the islands for this weather. Yeah, it's been, I think there's a yellow or orange warning in Ireland for heat. Because it's, like, even though it's summer here, it's unseasonably warm. Like, just stupidly unusually warm. I need to move the Pantera as well. How long's left? We got about 40 minutes left today. And I'm just doing some tidying to appease Fahy, because he'll complain otherwise. And what we'll be doing in a few moments is, what's the best time to sell crops and seasons? Best time to sell crops is actually springtime, because they do simulate with seasons a demand cycle. So the worst possible time to sell your crops is when you're harvesting. That's when you'll have the absolute lowest prices. When you're getting through spring and maybe into early summer, that's when you'll probably get the highest price for your stuff. Because, let's face it, who keeps crops for that long? You know, the guys that sold off, like if you're putting a role placement on it, the guys who sold off early have all their crops gone. Now it's just kind of the guys that decided to keep their crops for a bit longer, and they're getting paid a premium for their stuff. Wait, why is this set in reverse? Yeah, our hot weather is normal for you guys, Josh. Like, it's in the 70s, maybe 80s Fahrenheit at the moment. And that's considered, like, stupid hot. Alright, that's that done, that's that done, that's that done. I think all that's really needing to be done right now, then, is I need to get over to the industrial estate, because we're going to go through some stuff at speed. I need to get to late summer now so that I can mow, which means I need to kind of zip over and back between all the production facilities to make sure that they're not 100% full of anything. 16, good. 191, good. Bip. Bip. A bip. 225, good. 33 almost. 33 almost. 4,000, you're full. We'll just move that over to there. 1,800, you're full, so I'll just throw that over there. And we'll just do a quick blip. That's already at 333. Over here, this is already at 333. This should nearly be at 4,000 if it's not already. 36, 66, 36, 231. Okay. 73 Fahrenheit there and very comfortable. Yeah, that's not the way that it works in Ireland and the UK for sure. That's full. This is full. I'm just using the Creator Tools strength mode to make this a lot easier for me. This should be full over here as well. No, 666. Brilliant. And we can probably do another bit. Yep. Another bit. We'll get that up to 333, 1,000, and over here should be at 1,000 as well. Fantastic. And this is how you have to fast forward with all this production stuff, is very slowly and carefully, so that you don't get behind and everything. This should be full over here then. Yep, 1,800. And the reason I'm being so slow and careful with this, what am I doing? I am fast forwarding time, and because I'm fast forwarding time, I'm having to zip between all my different production facilities to make sure that they are still functional. Because if I allow these to stop, I'm losing a lot of money real quick. Okay, 1503. It's gonna get very, very dark here very soon. 4,000. Awesome. This should be at 4,000 almost. 33, 33. That's at 33. These should be nearly at 500. 305. Okay, they're good for another little while. That's at 39. Just move it again. There we go. 40. So I can move that. That's a 4,000, so I can move this. And this is irritatingly how you gotta do things. You've got a lot of production stuff in the one place, like what I do. This is at 1,800. I can move that. And we can flip forward time again. This is at 2083, that's good. This is going to be at about 2083 as well. 1333, that needs to be emptied soon. Or that needs to be filled soon, that needs to be emptied soon. Okay, 13, and these should be at about 400. Okay, so we gotta grab the telehandler. Hello, the Moose. What if Crone made tractors? They do, I think. They rebrand Fence. Do you have to buy for it on Dusty Cove? I don't know, actually. You might have to. Do I not trust you? I trust everybody to a certain extent. Right, let's get this around here. I know this is the dumbest possible way I can come around, but it'll work. Right, also, this log should be able to drop in now if I were to move it out of the trigger, like... Come on. If I were to just kind of throw it over there. that it's completely out of the trigger and no longer being detected. And now get it back into the trigger. It should in theory blip. Nope, there should be some logs over here that can blip though. No, that's still 3,000, okay. So what I need to do now is I need to get these out of the way over to there. That was the worst place I could possibly put that actually. They need to go way out over here. Just so that I can move around and maneuver. You've been super busy, John Deere Lover? That's perfectly fine. I've been super busy too. One of those times of year when the mod contest releases, that's the busiest time of year for farms and YouTuber. To what extent exactly? To the extent that I'll believe most of the stuff you say. I'll usually do a bit of research to make sure that there's truth to it, but I'll believe a lot of it. I wouldn't trust you enough to tell you personal stuff, but I don't trust most people enough to tell them personal stuff. I like keeping my own stuff to myself. So this is, I guess, non-farming farming, because this is the kind of stuff that has to be done quite a lot on this map just because of the amount of production facilities I have. And in fact, this is stuff that's normally just kept entirely off camera because I know that it's incredibly boring. You know, it's just me faffing about and driving around the industrial estate. Well, not even driving, but running around the industrial estate here, just moving everything everywhere. Thought Thornton only had one yard, not two. Oh, you mean this yard over here? This secondary yard here that you didn't think existed. I made this. Like I've said a few times, this is my own personal edit of Thornton. This is an extension to the placeable area I made. So, yes, it doesn't exist. Except it does. For me and for me only. Everything that I wanted to put in here wouldn't fit into this yard. So I made a secondary one just to fit everything else. Which somewhat comically ended up almost emptying this original yard. 346, 2166. Okay, we can blip again. 3666, that's good. 2916, that's good. These should be at near 400 now for sure. 378, good. Did that take me? 94% on beehives, 79% on beehives, that's going to leave one soon. 73%, okay, so we'll be getting rid of 2 hives soon. And that's at 84%, okay. So that's now at 80. What? This should be under 80% now. In fact, because it's under 80%, I should be able to add a hive. Perhaps. Oh, maybe not, because that's it. Let's see. Nope. Oh, it must be at 75% because there's 4 hives in the thing. So this is at 73. Okay, this will take a hive. So I can throw that in there like that. And this is at 84%. So the next one that's going to need a hive is this one. It's at 79. This one's still almost full. Let's just get the speed back up now. 36 nearly done. 36 nearly done. 4 done. So let's throw you over there. Just get it out of the spawn trigger. 1800 done. Throw you over there. Get you out of the spawn trigger. What'd you miss, Night's Life? We've just been kind of doing odd jobs around the map today, so maybe you didn't miss too much. We've just been doing a bit of mowing, getting some sheep in, getting the sheep fed, and now we're just kind of blipping the industrial estate along so that it's working at full production as much as possible. This is now at 79%. 97, okay. What are fill levels at? 420, 420, 418, 420. 1. Okay. So, next step is going to be clearing away the beehives, most likely. Unless... Yes, this is full again. And by the way, the reason that I'm getting rid of all these out of the spawn trigger and being... Go farm. I am farming. This is part of the map. I'm working the map. If you're not enjoying this, go away. The reason that I'm... the reason that I'm doing this in such a manner, by the way, is because these are worth an insane amount of money, and it would be stupid of me to just blast through time and not get these all sorted. The honey even is worth a lot of money, which is why I'm including this in the checks. And just kind of slowly moving through time to make sure that nothing's full for too long. This should be full again. Almost. There we go. 1800. Did I miss your comment? You never asked me, Mal, but do you trust me? Sorry, I'd never asked me, Mal, but do you trust me to be one? This is just purely interest reasons, only because I want something to chat about. Honestly, the mod thing isn't about trust to a certain extent. It's about whether I think you're mature and capable enough of being one, and to a certain extent capable of seeing the mod room in Discord, because that's disastrous most of the time. Okay, that's done. These are all 500, so I'm gonna have to just move the honey over to there. Over to there. Over to there. And over to there. Why is there no Corona Wagon in game? Seriously. What do you mean? And you can see how quickly this stuff all starts piling up when it's all getting ready at the same time. When's the next Quentin story? Tomorrow. I'll be doing more Quentin story tomorrow. It'll be 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then again on Sunday. Right, that should be good enough for another check around. Yep, it's being a lot easy to learn. It's very easy to learn, it's just apply common sense to situations. Apply rules and common sense. What are these at now? 82, that's good. 96, that's good. 77, that's still good. 92, that's good. And over in here, that's full. You guys really like Quentin's story, by the way, and I've noticed that. So I have changed the... Is my PC warm? Yes, I can... I'm probably gonna have to like close the game immediately after the stream because it's putting out an unnerving amount of heat at the moment. Do I stream off my CPU or graphics card? Both. They're both used when you stream. Need to go over here because it's gonna be full. How much wood chips does this have left? 14 something or other, and it's probably gonna need more things as well. Welcome back, Bethers. I do apologize if I'm maybe being a bit more boring than usual with all the industrial estate stuff, but this is stuff that needs to be done. I know that it's not the most exciting stuff in the world, but it needs to be done. And while I appreciate that a lot of you guys don't like this because it's not farming, it's stuff that is on the map and does need to be taken care of. And honestly, is during the summer and the winter is the more important thing. It's like some of the most important stuff on the map, because this is reliable, steady income on this map. If I didn't have this stuff on the go, I would never be able to make money on the map and just constantly have to cheat money in. You love Quentin's story. What's happening in Quentin's story this week? Because I got both videos recorded. By the way, Quentin's story was actually supposed to go up yesterday, but when I was recording on Monday, I screwed up and started recording Thornton by mistake. So that's why there was Thornton yesterday and today. I was just getting back on schedule after making a monumental screw up. So it wasn't a case that I was ignoring Quentin, it was a case that I screwed up massively and didn't want to record 5 videos in a day and completely melt my PC in this kind of weather, so I made the best of it. And have I finished testing Orchard? No. Not by a long shot, actually. Wow. Orchard is going to be kind of in testing for a little while. I know when Dave is planning on releasing it. And having a release version, possibly, if it doesn't all go according to plan. And I can tell you, it will be another few weeks. Another couple of weeks at the very least. Before Orchard comes out. I'm going to have to, just to get this to stable. How do you make a new field on the PDA? You got to retake the PDA image. Or edit the PDA image, I guess. I forgot I used manual attach. There you go. Massey boy. That's an XML edit, Massey. A very simple one at that. You just... There's a field of the XML that says capacity. And you change that. If you want to know how to change the capacity in the XML. So what I'm going to do now, just to do a bit of cleanup, is I'm going to drive around with this trailer. And I've come to the wrong end of this. Hello, Wooden Leg. How are you doing today? I've gone to the wrong side of this. I'm gonna get some wood chips out of storage. There is a stupid amount of wood chips in storage here, so let's fill up the trailer. There's about 500,000, or more than 250,000 liters of wood chips in storage. So I mean, I don't mind dipping into it. Why no face cam? Because it's hot. It's just too hot. You're editing Manor Farm to make it slightly better. That's what you should do. If you like a map, edit it to make it more suited to you. Any good games for 11 quid? There's plenty if you look. And it really depends on what you want to get. That's now 17,000 liters. That should do. So we'll leave this over in the other yard again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the cardboard boxes into storage now. So I think I can get away with ×3 for this. To a certain extent, if I don't screw up like that. So the plan here is these are going into storage, so if I throw it like that, it should bop the trigger, yes. So I'm just going to start throwing them kind of somewhat randomly. Just so I can move a lot more of them than one at once. This is the optimal strategy. Another one here. How long are streams usually? 2 hours. And we're coming up to the end of this one. I started at about 5 o'clock. We got about 15 minutes remaining. And in that 15 minutes, I'm probably not going to get much done, to be honest. Because we're just going to be trying to move all the pallets here from production into storage. In fact, this one can go straight in now, I think. Nope. Yes. The amount of edits and stuff that I have done to the map already. Who else is streaming tonight? It's gonna be Landy. Steam sales should start. Yeah, I've heard it's starting tomorrow, but that's unusual because Steam sales usually start on Wednesday. Has it already started, actually? If somebody wants to check Steam, usually they start at 6 PM on a Wednesday. 6 PM GMT or BST. It might be an hour delayed, though, this time around. I think Landy's streaming tonight, and it's Wednesday, so VF is almost definitely streaming his midweek multiplayer. And I'm jealous of him for having a very, very much a nighttime slot. Hello, I'm a snake. I'm doing well. I'm overly hot, hence no face cam, which is seemingly missed by many people. Steam sale has begun. Loads are 66% off. I'm going to have to go through that later on today then. Hello, misspelled John Deere. How are you doing today? Okay, so that's that emptied. Good. Next on the agenda is move the pallets of pallets of pallets. This is actually going to require a trailer, isn't it? It'll be faster. When does Simulate stream? When he wants to. He has a chat with myself and Landy and all the guys that normally stream. And he figures out when we don't. And if it suits him to stream, then he'll stream. And that's not me being rude. That's legitimately how he figures out what time he wants to stream. Is question number one: is anybody else are any of my friends streaming? If yes, no stream. Question number two: does it suit me? If yes, stream. It was so bad, but then you can't. Yeah, it's been stupid hot the last few days. It's just. I'm gonna need I had a shower the other day because it was just too hot, and I've had 2 or 3 showers this week already, and it's just not fun. Not fun at all. And what's worse is it's making my hair into a disaster. I can't look fabulous with this heat. That better not have... Yes, that did actually do what I thought it did. No, don't throw it over. This is not going to work the way that I want it to, is it? Okay, we got 2 sets of pallets. Let's go. I think I might have broken something slightly. Either that's the most strapped down pallet in the history of pallets. Hello, Dusty Dave. How are you doing today? Did, out of curiosity, have you been contacted by anybody from Giants? Because I've heard from a somewhat reliable source that they are getting in contact with people of late. With regards to something. Being intentionally vague. There we go. What happened to you once? What happened to you once, NHF? But I've heard Giants getting in contact with people. I don't know who. I know who. And I can guess why. You hope Giants listen to the public more and interact more. Well, I've been saying that exact same thing since episode 13. Kurt Tapp, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy the straps. They got so broken. It's hilarious when they decide to break like that. Also, yes, I am now cheating by using a fly mode. Because I don't have the patience for trying to fling it in certain ways. Come on. That might actually hold. Way hey, it's working. I don't know how, but it is. Too hot melting. I know that feeling. That's why do you think I don't have my webcam on today, Dave? I've got a fan on behind me. I've got my window open. I'm doing my absolute level best to not melt. There we go. There we go, that's better. Realism. That's key. Didn't you know realism is key? Come on, throw it. Throw it. Oh, 2 points. I'm giving myself 2 points for that one. There you go. It's not as humid as last night, or is that your imagination? I think it's about as humid. Couple of days off work. Very nice indeed. I think that's about all I can really do in terms of like arranging this place. Because these need to go to the sawmill. I can actually throw another pallet of this wood onto the beehives. I wonder if I can actually throw a third, because sometimes it'll take a third pallet. Will you take a third pallet? You might not. You will not. That's fine though. You're going to Madrid this weekend for... It's different in Madrid though, because it's just normal weather there. And you get used to it, whereas for whatever reason in Ireland and the UK it's impossible to get used to it. Time to work on Venton. Yes, work. Don't make me get the whip out and start being a slave driver, Dave. That map is going to be so huge, though. Massey Pack came out yesterday. On consoles, yes. On PCs, it was removed from the mod contest and updated. Because there were critical updates needed, and honestly, it couldn't continue in the mod contest. It wasn't 100% made by Black Sheep Modding. It wasn't allowed in the contest. Which sucks. It really sucks that, you know, through no fault of their own, because it was actually somebody else they were working with did this. They had permission to use Massey. They had all the permissions they needed, but the guy never told them that it was Matt's Massey. Dusty Cove has got massive, and you know why, Dave. It's exactly what I said would happen. As soon as you told me what was going to happen, I said to you, Dusty Cove was about to blow up something huge. Because, I mean... No, it does deserve it. It's... like, some of the maps that maybe look a bit better, like the Terra Italica, that's got major issues and maybe shouldn't have been released as quickly as it was. That's unfinished. Just pure and simple. Got massive because Dave made it. Yeah, but Dave made it in like 6 weeks. That's impossibly fast for a map. Putting it down to the hedge textures. Matt trying to claim all the glory, as always. It is raining now, which means my crops are wet, which means I can't actually make hay, which is kind of... Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I may have made a drastic miscalculation here. Do you remember all those... Okay, the hay bales are going to rot, which means these are not going to be... Yeah, that's not going to be fun. They're going to rot. We got like 7 minutes left. I'm going to kind of just call the stream here, but off camera I'm going to have to go and ×1 speed and try and move the hay bales somewhere where they won't die. Because hay bales need to be fixed. Yeah, they need to be put into a shed, don't they, Matt? Because they're gonna die now, where they currently are. Unless there's an issue with seasons, in the pre-release, that means hay bales don't decay, which would be great. Don't let them be ruined. I'm not going to lose. Yeah, it's still a pre-release version. I don't know what the deal is with bales there. But what I will need to do is off camera, or possibly on Friday, because I'm going to be streaming on Thornton again Friday. Either Thornton or Dusty Cove. I might do a bonus multiplayer stream this week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a stream here, guys. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. The seasons do that to the trees. I think it does, actually. But that is about all the time I have today. Landykid should be streaming in a few moments over on his channel, so if one of the mods, probably Matt, because Matt or Dave, you're out on Saturday, then I'll probably play Dusty Cove on Friday. I mean, for more reasons than one. I know why I want to play it on Friday. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Do consider hitting like, hitting subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Thornton Farm. Until next time, it's thundering in the game. It's sunny as hell in real life, and that is the biggest difference I've ever seen. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.